What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pipeline. If you in here, hit the like button. Feel free to park and comment. I'm a little behind, y'all. I am. I'm laying down, so I might sound a little funny, but I'm kind of behind. I'm feeling good with the COVID, y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm truly blessed. If you in here, feel free come and park. Feel free to comment. Um, I'm behind. I gotta play catch up. I gotta go and get tested again tomorrow to get a negative test. So I believe y'all pray for me. Y'all keep me lifted, man. Like I really believe my test gonna come back negative. If it don't, see this the part I'm confused on. They told me like, come get tested again after 10 days if you don't have no symptoms and whatnot. So I'm like, okay. So Monday, tomorrow will be the 10 days. So I'm trying to figure out, do they want me to complete the 10th day and get tested Tuesday or come on the 10th day, which is Monday? So I'm gonna figure all that out tomorrow. I might have to make an appointment or I might pull up somewhere. I don't know, it's a few places out here that you could just pull up and then test you. You got to register online. You just can't pull up like that, but you can register online. And they give you a time. I think you could pick your location, something like that. So I miss my kids. I think y'all, this the hardest part of it all for me. Like it's not about nothing else to me but family. I don't care about no money. I don't care about no numbers. I care about family, and that's the most important thing to me. And being this far away from my kids so long is really starting to take a toll on me. I think that's making me sick mentally more than physically is the thought of my girls, you know. So, oh, I'm most definitely preparing for them to come home this week. They will be home by Wednesday, no later than. I'm not about to play another week. They need to come home this week. So everything good with that. And I'ma tell y'all something that I noticed. Like hit the like button for me if you in here. Hit the like button. Cause I don't want y'all to think like, man, she be on some bullshit. I swear I don't be. This is the part that like really like trips me out with people. Like it's people like okay, we know people is going through all kind of stuff, right? Even if it's not COVID, people still looking for employment. It's a lot of things going on in the school system with the kids. It's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot. And I also wanted to talk about the stuff, the tornado in Kentucky too, man. Condolences to the people in Kentucky, man. That tornado it was deadly. Tornado in December? I ain't never seen this or heard of this ever before. Tornadoes in December? That's crazy. Look, y'all seen that, man? That the footage online is crazy. It's sad. That's devastating what happened down there. It's really sad. But I'm not gonna go too deep off into that. But when I brought up people, it took me straight to the tornado victims for some reason. And that wasn't even what I was gonna talk about. But man, I'm telling you, y'all, since having COVID, you sit back, man, and you pay attention to a lot of stuff. When you in isolation, this it feel like prison, y'all. It feel like jail. Like you only thing you do got time to think. You just thinking. You think, and you would drive yourself crazy with overthinking and isolation. So I'm constantly keeping my spirits up. Y'all know I'm staying positive. I'm probably one of the most positive persons y'all probably ever come across. I keep a positive mindset regardless of what obstacle come my way. Because being negative about it or beating yourself down about something that's out of your control is only gonna stress you out even more. And I learned that from an old head years ago, and that'll always stick with me. Keep a positive mindset even when it's really, really difficult. But the stuff that's coming through my phone, y'all, and the stuff that I'm seeing, like y'all know I be outside a lot, but I'm outside when people sleep and stuff. Like I get up in the middle of the night, walk outside, walk around the house. I got cameras all around my house. Cameras and beams, spot beams. So light beams, sensor lights. Like you can't even open my door, walk up my driveway or sidewalk, or my whole house will light up from all the outside beams and lights I had installed on my house. So it's like my house is very secure, but I've been seeing a lot. It's a lot going on. And then it's like with the COVID, people don't even care. Like, come on, man, I have COVID and I'm keeping a positive mindset and still trying to maintain a peaceful environment on top of that. Man, y'all don't, the people calling, asking for favors, argumentative, stressful, putting their burdens on you. Like, it's crazy. I have to remind people, like, look, just because I sound good and I'm feeling good, I'm still battling with something that's real serious. You got to be careful of that energy you bring around me right now. Just because I look good, sound good, feeling good, that don't mean I'm still ain't fighting a bigger war inside with this COVID thing. And I have to keep reminding people of that. Like, listen, it's gonna be okay. Like, I know people feel like it's the end of the world and it's holiday time. It's holiday time, man. A lot of people are stressed out. And I just want to remind y'all stay positive, stay humble, because the stuff that's coming to my attention, the stuff that I'm seeing, um, it's crazy to me. It is, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait to let that out because it's like when I snap on somebody like, oh, she tripping, you frustrated because you got COVID. I'm not frustrated because I got COVID. I'm dealing with it very well. It was actually the phone call that I answered that threw my whole energy off. I shouldn't even have answered this phone call. I done got like 3 phone calls like that. It's like, come on, you got to put your stuff to the side sometimes. I love being a sounding board for people. I'm glad God has positioned me in my life and transformed my thinking where I can be a soundboard for the people that I love. Because I'm not going to judge you. You can always come to me and talk to me. But sometimes you got to put your stuff to the side and ask how I'm doing. Do you need anything before always just coming to somebody with handouts or favors, or can you do this or can you do that? Because being away from my kids and being in isolation is very hard to deal with, very difficult. But I'm learning to still stay active and creative with other things. I'm finding things around my house I have never done or seen. Like, it's crazy. I'm finding stuff I ain't seen in months. I'm like, oh, this where this been at all this time. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to look and find and do the stuff that I needed to do around my home. So I'm constantly finding things to stay creative. But y'all, this COVID, I don't know. I don't know. I think people think it's a game or something, or it's not serious. I just don't know if it's, like I said, my energy. People get it conscrewed like, well, you. And I was just telling somebody this, right? It's just like, for instance, like I always say this all the time. Y'all know how I am on my health stuff. People, people be sick, man, internally, and you wouldn't even know it. You can't look at a person and tell if a person have AIDS or HIV. You can't look at a person and tell if they have hepatitis C. A woman, it takes a year for a woman body to heal after giving birth to a child. A whole year. The body can physically on the outside look great and in perfect condition, but the inside is war. It's war. And we can take control of the war if we go get checked out and take better care of ourselves. I said all the time, everything that look good, that it is not good. Take care of your health. I take pride in my health. I gotta be here for my kids. My kids is everything to me. I live for my kids. Everything I do is for them. And if I'm not in the best tip top shape condition, it's gonna put them and the whole household off. I run the whole energy. So when I'm off and things is off with me, these kids, they pick up on your energy. They pick up if you sick, if you strong. They know our strengths and our weaknesses. Kids don't think these kids don't know what's going on. That's how they know how to manipulate us as parents and try to finesse us as parents. Like, we don't know what's going on, but we've been there and done that, right? Especially if you got girls. I was just thinking that last night, y'all. I was like, I'm like, what is, like, people be like, because I got boys, I got young black men. I got to be, I got to parent different. And then it's like, I got girls, girls you got to be overprotective of. I think it go both ways with both sexes. If you got girls or you got boys, it's just a dangerous time for both. It's a dangerous time for both. And you got to most definitely put your foot down and get in your kids' business. You can't give these kids too much space and too much freedom. You can't. You got to find a way to stay involved and stay button in their business. Because I'm into everything. I mean, these kids with technology. They gonna finesse some stuff around us because there's so much going on. We don't really know what's all these TikToks and all this stuff they got going on with all these apps and stuff. I mean, these kids is so advanced with technology. They will bamboozle you as a parent if you ain't on your A game. Cash apps and all that stuff. It is so much that these kids is involved in. And as a parent, if you're not on your A game, they will get over on you. And they will be into other things and activities right up under your nose, up under your roof, and you wouldn't have a clue because you thinking your kid is the best kid in the world. They don't do nothing. And if you got them kids that stay into something, that's even more of a reason to be more involved and be in their business. They be having 2 and 3 cell phones too. Kevin Gates, I got 2 phones. One for the them kids on that same way. Don't get it twisted. No, do not get it twisted. So that's everything that's going on with me and the COVID, y'all. So I want to talk about something else that I think because I've been behind on stuff, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff that's been trending. Um, Rest in peace, Slim 400. I'ma be honest. Condolences to his family. I'm gonna be honest. I never knew who Slim 400 was until he died. But then when I seen a Vlad TV interview of him, I think a year ago back or 2 years ago back, it was around the time when he had got shot. I think like 9 times. It was the second time when I seen that clipping of him. I was like, I do remember him, but I didn't remember his name or nothing. But I do watch a lot of Vlad interviews, so that's how I was able to catch that little snippet. So when I seen that it was him on the snippet, I'm like, dang, that's crazy because like we was just talking about the Dolph situation, like how Dolph, they tried to take many attempts on Dolph's life. But I think how many attempts did Dolph have before he was murdered? Was it like 2 attempts? Was on his life. They shot at him a couple times and stuff, and same thing. It seemed like happened with Slim 400 with him getting shot. Um, 2 and 3 times, multiple times. It was just, y'all, that video of Slim 400 murder that them homeowners released on that Ring doorbell camera. I think that was the most disturbing video I have seen since King Von autopsy pictures came out. I think, man, some stuff just ain't for the internet. Everything ain't supposed to be shared, and it's like everything with cameras and technology. To me, it's good we do have technology and cameras in these places to solve murders and to solve crimes and put pieces together for the police and all that. I think that's great, but I also think technology and the social media stuff has also ruined the world to a certain point because everybody is so quick to pick up these phones and record everything and put everything on social media, YouTube platforms, all these worldwide platforms. I mean, these people will really let you die just to be able to catch it on camera or video. I mean, camera or, on a photo or a video. I mean, it's crazy. I think that, man, that video of Slim 400, that was sad. That was very sad. That was very terrible to see somebody, like we see this stuff all the time. True, this stuff, that footages like that we see all the time around the world on the internet and stuff. But that just hit a little bit different, right? That hit a little bit different. I think I counted 8 shots. I want to say 8 shots. Slim 400 dude shot at him or shot him that many times. Did y'all see how he fought? I mean, for him to get shot 2 times the first time, I think, and 9 times the second time. And then this time getting shot that many times with that big ass gun. Did y'all see how big? I mean, the regard for human life, y'all. It's sad. Like we have really came to this time where people is really comfortable with taking another person's life. They taking another person's life with no kind of conscience. This what I be talking about real demons walking this earth. It's real demons. People be sitting around. It's real demons. I really do believe that. I don't believe just demons in spirit form. I believe it's demons in physical form. I really do. To walk him down like that, to walk down on somebody like that with no remorse for human life. I mean, that person's soul. Anybody who could do something like that, commit a murder like that, and it ain't in no self-defense kind of way, man. And them some heartless people. It's some heartless people out here. My heart goes out to Slim 400 family and stuff because, like I said, it was so graphic. First thing I thought about was I ain't seen nothing like this since they leaked King Von autopsy video photos. Who does that? These people do anything for fame. Fame is one of the most dangerous drugs that was ever, to me, put on earth, was created, was fame. Fame, that's a bad mamma jamma right there. And that's why I do a lot to speak out and speak up for the people to change their lives who've been in these situations, or you riding with these people who get a lot of money, or you got these celebrity circles and you idolizing these celebrities and stuff, man. It's always a dark side to everything. And people be so in a rush to get to the dark side. I ain't never seen so many people chase the dark and run from the light. It seems like that's the era we live in. And I'm not going to say everybody because it is good-hearted people. It's real light workers put on earth. It's real angels, real people that got good hearts. Everybody not bad people. But I tell you what, I think is more people running to the darkness than the light. And that's why the pipeline is here to bring y'all to the light. Bring y'all to the light. That darkness, that street life, that gang life, man, everybody got to try to do what they can to try to be great, man, and live a better life and leave a legacy for your children. Because what's out here, it ain't guaranteed. Only thing that's really looking like is death and jail. Death in jail. And who want to keep catching cases? Who want to keep going on social media, seeing twerk videos, drunk videos, humiliation videos? These people is humiliating themselves for fame, humiliating their families for fame, for some numbers, some clicks, some subscribers. It's desperate. Man, I think people just gotta keep a positive mind, man, and y'all keep your eye on the bigger picture, because I do believe in dreams coming true. I do believe whatever you put your heart into, you will get it. I do believe in hard work. I don't care if you got to work a regular job, get it out the mud, whatever you gonna do. But I do believe everybody has good in them. I do. Even the kids that we got a lot of kids that have behavioral issues and lash out of anger. I think everybody got good in them. It just a lot of people never was taught to bring their good out, or a lot of people never was exposed to a lot of good things in life that brings happiness. And the things that bring happiness is the most priceless things. It's the most priceless things. The things it requires to be happy in life is the most inexpensive things in the world. It is. Only thing that make people, to me, go out and commit these crimes and heinous acts is either, to me, a lack of love, a lack of support, or just want to feel elite, want to feel successful. It is no way Fetty Wap should have been caught with 100 kilos of dope. He done went multi selling platinum. This make no sense. Why would he go? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. You either gonna sell dope and be in the streets and deal with everything that come with that, or you gonna be productive in society, go to work, be productive, start you a business, be a pet. You can't play both sides of the field. And that's the part that I think people is getting misconstrued. Trying to play both sides, trying to converge both lanes. When you're trying to converge both lanes, it never ends well. It never ends well. Trust me, I know. Been there and done that. Then tried everything you could think of to prove to myself that that ain't it. You can do that in this. You can do that in it. No, you can't. You can't mix the two. You gotta pick a lane and you gotta stay consistent in your lane and you gotta stay on your path. You gotta walk your path. Even when it get hard and they get lonely and they throw them rocks in the middle of your pathway. When them big boulders come in the middle of your pathway, you gotta find a way to climb over it or go around it or something. You know you can't move it. They can be moved, but you gotta find a way to get past it. You do. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up with these people who ain't going nowhere who want you to crash. What have we learned from 2021 after losing all these people, all people we love, people we went to school with, all our great celebrities? What have we learned from in 2021 in a pandemic? With everything I just said, what have we learned going into a new year? I want to talk about NBA YoungBoy. I do. I want to talk about NBA YoungBoy because, like I said, I'm catching up. I'm a little behind. Pipeline, if you in here, hit the like button. Follow me. Say what's happening. Say what's happening, y'all. I don't understand. Like I told y'all, man, we talked about Bobby Shmurda. I'm gonna tell y'all. It's like I want to talk about Bobby Shmurda, and I want to talk about NBA YoungBoy. I do because something it is something going on. We already know how the music industry work. We know we say about when they go to jail, they come back out. And of course everybody like, oh well, something going on. It do be something going on with them, but at the same time, it is life, is gravity. When people come out from doing time and years like that, no drugs, sober, getting 3 meals a day, they gonna look different. The body will look different. Gravity. You're gonna pick up weight. You get older. You know, them boy NBA, Bobby Shmurda did what, 7 years, 5 years when he went. He was a little younger. Yeah, he gonna come out looking different. Same thing with NBA. He went a little bit. He came out. They look different. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't think I don't think Bobby Shmurda walked through the same door that NBA walked through. It seemed like they both was coming out to promises, right, from the labels. This is what I'm gonna say with both of them because I may have to go back and explain my point, what I'm trying to say with NBA YoungBoy too. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it seemed like both of them walked through two different doors. Bobby Shmurda, when Bobby Shmurda came home, he had the biggest wave that, man, I couldn't even tell y'all. Like, it was crazy. That boy Bobby Shmurda came home in private jets. He came home with hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, they rolled that boy out something crazy. I ain't never seen no rapper. He young. I've never seen a rapper in the whole industry come home the way Bobby Shmurda came home. I'm not saying they don't come home like that. Like, they do come home all nice. And man, I ain't never seen nothing like that, what they did with Bobby Shmurda. I'm like, what's going on? So Bobby the king, he the man. They like, oh, he the man. Bobby the king. And this, I'm like, nah, he ain't the king. He got a lot of work to do. He talented, but nah. He got a lot of work to do to be considered the king, right? But we love Bobby Shmurda, right? We love Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda came home. He on his house arrest stuff. He was moving real quiet. Like, people really ain't know what was going on with Bobby. So we like, that's good. That's good. We losing too many artists to bloodshed, gun violence. Bobby Shmurda, please come home and show us a different wave. Show these people, these kids, this group, this genre, who's followed, show people a different way. Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda came home. We ain't hear nothing about him. He wasn't tied up in no ruckus. So we like, yes, Bobby Shmurda, yes. Then it was like, where the music? It was like we ain't getting no music, no promo video. I mean, at this point, we even take a Reebok commercial from Bobby Shmurda. Like, can we get a Nike, a Reebok commercial, a Puma commercial? Like, we need to see Bobby Shmurda. So to me, it seemed like the machine, Bobby Shmurda, ain't walked through that door that NBA young boy walked through. And I'm going to tell you, Bobby Shmurda looks more happier that he didn't walk through the door. They like, why he doing all that dancing? He's celebrating. He still got a contract with what he got to do. But it's like he celebrate. He like, I didn't take that deal. I didn't want that. They try to give it to me. I didn't want it. I'ma dance my way straight up out of here. Every time you see Bobby Shmurda, they like, he dancing. But the world loved Bobby Shmurda for dancing. So I'm confused. So we loved him for dancing, and he come home and start dancing, but ain't nobody feeling that he dancing now because he did the time and he's supposed to come home a goon. Is he supposed to come home a goon? Because I'm confused with what the world want from Bobby Shmurda when it has nothing to do with talent with the industry. It's about the oath. Talent is the last thing you need to be in the industry. It's not based on talent. It's not. I'm sorry. Whoever told y'all that, it's a goddamn lie. It's not based on talent. It's based on DNA. I'm going to tell y'all why I say DNA. Because it goes back to your childhood, your parents' history. Think about it. All these people, most big stars, big stars, all their family members was in the music business. Whitney Houston, right? Michael Jackson with the Jacksons. All this stuff goes back to their kids, their grandmothers and great grandmothers. So these people is already in this elite circle. They great grandparents and 33rd degree Masons. All of this stuff goes back down the line to heritage. Some of these stars do get discovered and go viral. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying a lot of these big celebrities, they all run in the same social circle. And a lot of them, their parents were successful or their great grandparents were successful. And they 33rd degree Masons. Like it's bigger than just talent. You can get through with talent, but you ain't gonna be on that where that machine pumping you out, where we seeing you on the TV and on the radio. That's just what it is. Now, Bobby Shmurda did not walk through that door. He has a different kind of energy coming home, like he knows something. He know what we don't know. You know, it's obvious. It's his lifestyle. He been dealing with these labels and all that. Bobby Shmurda, to me, I think Bobby Shmurda about to come out his contract, or he's doing things um to get dropped from his label. That's what it seemed like to me. It's like he doing something. He ain't going with the agenda. Some Bobby Shmurda doing. He ain't playing the game. That's the only thing I could think of, because the way his wave was coming home, he was supposed to be the hottest artist right now. Bobby Shmurda was supposed to have been up there with the little babies in the NBA. He was supposed to have been on that kind of wave where we hear him just as much as we hearing the rest of them. It's like he's been muted or blackballed. That's just what I get from Bobby Shmurda. Now, NBA Youngboy, to me, seems angry. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm not saying like he angry to where he lashing out on people or disrespecting people. No, but his whole vibe, like he learned so much being incarcerated and seeing who was there for him and seeing how these labels was using him, seeing what was going on with the Birdman situation. NBA Youngboy, he learned a lot and he seen a lot. So now it's like he coming home, he home, but he don't seem so excited to be home. He seemed like he's upset with the people that was around him. It's either that or the contract that he signed. He's not happy. He's not happy. He looks sad. He looked depressed. He is on this humble thing. He not posting on social media. He deleted the videos off of YouTube. It's like, I think NBA Youngboy regret that he been took a bigger oath. And then the stuff with the black eyes and the makeup, I believe it was a humiliation ritual. I do. He want to do goth and wear makeup and stuff. I'm totally here for freedom of expression. I'm not judging him for that. Whatever a person choose to do to make them happy, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But it don't seem like he did it from a good place, like a. It don't seem like it was done from a comfortable place. It seemed like it was forced and it was uncomfortable. NBA young boy eyes don't got no soul in it no more. It seemed like he angry, or he just, I don't know if he's sad or if he angry, or every interview he like, I don't know nothing, I don't talk about nobody, I don't know nothing, I ain't here for that, which is good. Which is good because he is very prep. He has very good media training. His team has NBA Youngboy has a great media team, great PR team. NBA Youngboy has. He don't really do too much talking. He ain't about to go back and forth. He's not about to I don't know nothing about nobody. And then do y'all see they keep creating stuff with Soldier Boy? Why they keep tying Soldier Boy up into everything? Like, what is Soldier Boy PR team doing over there? Because whatever they doing, man, listen, that boy is everywhere, Soldier Boy. He tied up in the Young Dolph case. NBA Young Boy come home. Like, yeah, I could have signed NBA Young Boy back then, but I didn't. It's like everywhere you look, Soldier Boy is popping back up again. Is he a mole? Is Soldier Boy the new industry mole? Is he the mole? Because it just seemed like it's too many coincidences with this dude keep popping up. I like Soldier Boy too. I do. I think he's very entertaining. I'm here for the entertainment. YouTube, this is entertainment, these videos and what we see. But my heart go out to NBA Young Boy, man. It's like he lost. It seemed like I don't think we lost him because he's very talented. I think NBA Young Boy is very, very talented. Very talented. And that's really all I could say about him. You can't take nothing from me. But only thing I could say, he went through another door that Bobby Shmurda didn't go through. I tell you that. It's obvious. Look, the proof is in front of us. It's obvious. They walked through two different doors. I think we need to pray for really both of them, Bobby Shmurda and NBA Youngboy. These is young black men who's being controlled. Who's being controlled by the programming. That's the word I'm gonna use. Being controlled by the programming. And when you listen to NBA Youngboy, he's constantly saying, like, in the last interview I did, I watched on Clubhouse, he was like, hey Cheryl, he's something, that Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, he is something else. I don't know what is going on with him, but he needs to be. And it's another thing I want to talk to y'all about, y'all, right? So y'all, shout out to NBA Youngboy, shout out to Bobby Shmurda, but y'all keep your eyes on them. Do y'all remember when I just did a live? Like, what was that? I would say like about 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. I was like, man, listen, we got to keep our eyes on Bobby Shmurda. Something going on with him. He was too quiet. It wasn't, I think it was like a few weeks later after I did that video when they started showing him voguing and dancing. I'm like, he's too quiet. I don't know if y'all remember that. I did a live like a month and a half, 2 months ago talking about that. Said he's too quiet. Something going on over there with Bobby Shmurda. He ain't playing the game. He's not. And NBA Youngboy, he looks depressed and he looks angry and sad. He looked like he regret his. To me, looking at him is like he regret walking through that door that he walked through. Whatever he did to come up out of there, or whatever strings them higher ups pulled to get him out, or whatever. Oh, he most definitely got to pay that back. He got to pay that back. And we know, everybody say the sacrifice and ritual. We know about the sacrifices. But how you doing? I hope everything has gotten better for you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. I appreciate that. Yup, it's going good. I gotta go back and get me another COVID test. I gotta get me another COVID test tomorrow or Tuesday. So everything going good. Thanks for that. Yeah, NBA Youngboy, I feel bad for him. Y'all, it's like, them rituals, I tell y'all, man, they got animal sacrifice and rituals, humiliation ritual. Oh, so y'all go sit up here and act like we don't remember when Meek Mill just did that humiliation ritual on that golf court with all them billionaires hopping like a bunny. Let's not forget about the humiliation rituals, y'all. Them people, man, it's deep, y'all. That's a whole nother conversation for another video. But NBA YoungBoy, I feel bad for him, man. Like he gonna be up. The money gonna come. The deal he signed, he is gonna be the hottest paid artist coming home. Man, his wave about to be something ridiculous. Like, so I just feel bad for him, man. He got a look of confusion. He look lost. It's like his eyes, like he ain't got no pupils. And then when I seen him with the goth look, with the makeup on, and then they had him, all those rituals, right, Cheryl? And then they had him, when I seen the picture, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, no, they didn't got NBA too? Because we know you got to go through different steps to get to that level of fame. We know the steps that you got to take. He looked strange. He looked lost. And then, y'all, did y'all see that in the picture, when, okay, we know he wrote on his face on both sides and then the black eyes and stuff. And then why they got his hair hanging over his eyes like them white boys with bangs? Y'all remember like the white boys with bangs, how they got the bangs up? I'm like, why they got him looking like a deranged white boy or something with them bang with his hair like that in the front? It looks very demonic and satanic. It really does. So I'm like, what is this going on? A clone. People were saying that too. People kept saying it's a clone. Something about this new NBA young boy, it just don't seem like it's him. I do believe that they be cloning some of these people. I do. I don't know if NBA young boy has been cloned or he under MLK. I mean MK Ultra. I think he most definitely is under a very strong MK Ultra. I believe they do have him under that. And when they do MK Ultra, y'all, they either have to say they in jail or something happened with them overseas. When they go overseas and go to jail and we don't see them for a long time and stuff, they are under MK Ultra. Yep, they under MK Ultra. That is. And it's yeah, it's like every one of them that come out of jail is like, and like I said, jail can, it could rehabilitate in a good way or a bad way. Because some dudes go to jail, they do get their physique together, they come out muscled up, they look different, and you got some of them that go in there and just gain weight and really don't work out. And then when they gone for 5 and 6 years on a sober life, sober living. Well, I ain't even gonna say sober because jail got drugs just like the streets do. So everybody that go to jail ain't always sober. People think that, but no. And then they steady eating 3 meals a day and all that and commissary. Yeah, they gonna pick up weight, but wherever the old NBA young boy is at, I don't know. But this new character they got, I don't know. This ain't it. He's under either MK Ultra or this is a clone or something. He sound normal on the interview, but like even when you talking to him, like when they did the interview on Clubhouse, y'all, did y'all think that interview was normal? It was off. It was like he wasn't answering no questions directly. It was like, I mean, he was like, they're like, yeah, Soldier Boy said that he could have signed you, back in the day. And it was like he got offensive. He like, y'all, excuse my language, but I gotta cuss because when he said this, I said he sound just like what's his name? The bald head dude, Cash Money, Birdman. He sounded just like Birdman to me. He was like, man, they ain't never did me wrong. Man, I don't care about that nigga. Nigga ain't never did me wrong. That nigga ain't did me no right. That nigga did me wrong. And they ain't never did nothing for me, niggas. I'm like, man, what is he talking about? It was like it was like way left. I'm like, okay. And what's even the interview? He was like, well, I ain't mean to offend. He like, did that offend you or something? I want to try. He was like, nah, I'm just saying. They ain't never done me right. They ain't never did nothing for me. I don't care about nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to people. He like, well, have anybody reached out to you, young boy, since you been? Man, I don't talk to nobody. Can't nobody talk to me. I'm like, why is he so aggressive? Like, it's like he angry. And he would just ask, he was like, well, what about, and then he switched it up. He was like, well, what about when you was in there? Did anybody come and see you in there? He was like, nah, ain't nobody come see me in there. But yeah, one person did. Yeah, one person came to see me. And I ain't got nothing for nobody. Nigga, I don't talk to nobody. He's so, I don't know if he's scared, right? I think he's scared. I'm flat out. I think he's scared. He don't trust these people. He have been exposed to some stuff that he didn't know he was gonna be exposed to. Now he's talking about being an independent artist and he want to come out his contract. That's what he said. That's what he said in the Clubhouse interview, y'all. He said, "I want to come out my interview. I want to come out my contract. I want to be independent." He's like, "What you think about your deal? How you think?" He like, "I'm a slave." That's what he said. Y'all could go watch the interview on Clubhouse. That's what he said. "I'm a slave." I said, "Oh, okay." He on that. So he about to be on what Prince and them was on. All these artists is not just saying they slaves just to be saying that. It's not. They are tired of being controlled and being manipulated. But the record labels know what they doing when they going to go sign these talents in the middle of these inner city and these urban neighborhoods in these broken homes with these boys who talking about toting 30-round drums, they parents on drugs. They go and get the most broken talent where they can manipulate them and control them for money. I think the music game is worse than slavery. I do. I'm not gonna say don't chase your dream, don't get into the industry, cause you can't. K Michelle too, yeah. Sure, K Michelle too. K Michelle did a live video like I can't take it. I gotta get permission to go every. I felt so bad for K. Did y'all see that? That was sad with K Michelle. Like she done. K Michelle. She was like, I'm tired of this. It's like they already been trying to blackball her anyways. K Michelle. I don't know if it was her attitude or what, but she had her situation with R. Kelly too. And did y'all see Portia Williams drop the tea on her being in an affair with R. Kelly? In 2000, I think she said it was 2004 or 2008, Portia Williams. Yes, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard it, but let me give y'all the tea. So, Portia Williams met R. Kelly because y'all know Portia Williams been trying to do music for years. They won't let her in either. They won't let her in. Tisha Campbell. They won't let Jessica Dime in. They won't let Tommy Lee in. And they won't let Tiffany Foxx in. That's another conversation. These is all black females. That's dope. That's dope. Bosses, talented, beautiful black women. They won't let them in for a certain reason. All these names I just named been trying to get in the dough for over 10 years. But anyways, so Portia Williams saying, she met R. Kelly through a friend. A friend introduced her to R. Kelly. She do music, I guess. R. Kelly was gonna give her some coaching or some training. Too strong, too Cheryl. Cheryl, what'd you say too strong? What about the black women I just named? Yes. Cause I love some Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee is talented. If she get her anger and stuff under control, Tommy Lee is talented, man. Jessica Dime. I love Jessica Dime too. Tiffany Foxx. I love some Tiffany Foxx. That's my girl. So listen, and the list could go on and on. Y'all see Black China doing her thing too. Black China, I kind of like her creative style. I'm still trying to get into her music. I just really got hip to Black China music like a month ago. I didn't even know she was doing music and videos and stuff. I didn't know that. I be late. Y'all got to keep me updated with this stuff. So anyway, Portia Williams goes to R. Kelly house to meet R. Kelly for the first time, allegedly, right? This is the story that she wrote in her book and told the people. So she gets to R. Kelly house, right? Soon she get to R. Kelly house, she said the man escort her straight to the bedroom. Like, she didn't get a house tour. She didn't get a bathroom break. She couldn't sit on the porch. She come straight to the house and get escorted to an upstairs bedroom. Go in there and close the door. So she gets there. Waited for R. Kelly for hours. She said hours. It took him forever to come. R. Kelly finally shows up. This is Portia Williams' story that happened in 2008, 2004 or 2008. Y'all got to go find that the exact date out. But this is what she said. So when R. Kelly arrives, he finally tell her take her clothes off right off the rip. It wasn't no meet and greet. How you doing? I'm a fan. How you doing? Can I get an autograph? Can I get a selfie with you? None of that. It was just take your clothes off. Boom, boom, boom. They do their thing or whatever. Now, Portia said at this time, she had been to R. Kelly, how she came back after that. But it was the second time when she came back that made her make the decision on to never return because she heard a woman getting beat really, really bad in the room next door to her because she said when she was there, he had women in the house and in rooms and stuff. So the stuff that got caught doing with going to jail and stuff with Azriel and Jocelyn and them having them in rooms, she said he been having these women in rooms living like that in 2004. So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. But then they say nobody was against their will. They could leave at any time and they kept coming back. So I don't know. This is what they were saying allegedly. So it's still weird to me, a lot of this stuff. But that was Portia Williams' encounter on what happened. She said that she hid it from her mother for a long time. And she really, not like recently, not recently, but recently told her mom about her and R. Kelly, and she said she just broke down crying, and her mother asked her like, why you didn't been tell me this or whatever. But Portia said she was so embarrassed. She was so embarrassed by pretty much selling her soul, it seemed like to me, because you knew his history at that time like everybody else. Listen, in 2004 all the way up, R. Kelly has had this reputation of having sex with underage girls. Portia was younger back then, so she knew going there she was gonna sell her soul for fame. I mean, I hate it happened to her that way. I mean, hey, but she knew what she was signing up for when she went there. She knew what she signed up for when she went there. So it was just weird to me, like, wow, why wait so long to come out with the story? But I don't think Portia came out for no clout or no bag. I don't. I think she pretty much just wanted to share it to the world what happened with her, R. Kelly. But why now? I mean, why now? I remember back in the day, people also talked about Russell Simmons and his driver. Yeah, I've been hearing that. Now, I ain't hear about the driver, Cheryl, but I did hear, right? I did hear Russell Simmons like young women too. That's why Kimora, I get, he was with Kimora when she was young too. All of them like them. I'm not gonna say all of them, but it's a lot of celebrities that's into the young stuff. They all have we talk about Aaliyah all the time. And then guess what? Foxy Brown, when Jay-Z when Foxy Brown had sex with Jay-Z, she was 16 or 17. I forgot, it was one of them. It was 16 or 17 for sure. When she had intercourse with Jay-Z. I mean, yeah, Foxy Brown. She had intercourse with Jay-Z. I think she said when she was 16 or 17. I mean, I think I don't know, that's something that go on not just in the industry but in the world with these pedophiles and stuff. So it seemed like when I was looking up the stuff with NBA YoungBoy, yes they are. Yes they are all Epstein travelers. Yes they are. And it was crazy because when I was looking up the stuff with the NBA YoungBoy with the black eyes and the symbolism, it came back to some kid sex trafficking. Like it said that a lot of, if y'all Google this, Google um the raccoon eye symbolism in politicians and elites and the people of that sort. It talks a lot about like sex trafficking and kid trafficking and selling kids for sex, and it's all about control. And then, absolutely, Cheryl, absolutely. And then when I started, and then when y'all Google this information, because y'all know I like to talk about a lot of stuff that's public information, because I be wanting y'all to go check this stuff out. Because what I be talking about other stuff. And some people don't be believing it. That's why I like to tell y'all, like Google, or I tell y'all where to go find it, so y'all can see I just don't be talking on the side of my head. I know what be going on. But when I looked it up, it said it showed a whole bunch of like elites and kappas and politicians and alphas and masons. It was like all these people took pictures with these black eyes the same way that NBA Youngboy had, and it was all like some kind of symbolism for like human trafficking and kid trafficking and sex trafficking kind of stuff. I'm still trying to like put it together. It's like these. This is an elite group of these socialites who's part of these involvements with human trafficking and selling kids and having sex with kids. It was some very sick, disturbing stuff that it still ain't sitting in my spirit right. I'm be honest, I still don't know how to calculate it. Only thing I could say that is part of a ritual. That's really all I can really say. Cause that was crazy. It was. So I was just like, I think it's weird. And then the stuff with R. Kelly, do y'all think he coming home, or y'all think he's staying in there? Because I don't think they ever gonna let him out. I think it's over with for him. And it's another thing I want to talk about, y'all, because y'all know I love talking about this stuff. I do. Cause it be tripping me out on how the world don't be seeing this stuff and these symbols and what's going on out here. It's crazy to me, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I want to talk about this, and I don't know. People may take this in a good way, or they may take it in a bad way. It's like, somebody tell me what is going on with Charleston White. What is going on with Charleston White? I don't know what he doing or what game he playing, but he playing a very dangerous game. Man, this is the stuff I'm talking about with humiliation. Humiliating yourself, humiliating your family for fame. The stuff Charleston White says, the stuff he says, y'all, I'm some stuff I agree with what he says when it comes to certain topics. But when it comes to disrespecting the dead, I don't know where this era come from. Like I said, I don't know if this came from the drill scene with the smoking on the dead people. With it, was that the start of the dead disrespecting the dead, y'all? Because I don't really want to put it on the drill scene, but if we have to go there, then hey, we gotta go there. Where did this whole disrespecting the dead get so popular? The stuff that Charleston White says about all these people who's not here no more, we get it what he mean by gang members don't join gangs. Okay, we can get that part. That's one thing. But when you get to blatantly saying the F Nips Hustle, F Slim 400, he deserved to get killed. F DMX, he a dope fiend. Like, what's wrong with this man? It's not funny. It is not funny. It's not hilarious. These people are loved and got family and friends and fans, and people will take another person's life out of disrespect. And the way Charleston White is going with starting all this beef and chaos with everybody around the world, I know he can't sleep peaceful at night. I don't think Charleston White sleeps good at night as much as he put on. He got this beautiful house and his beautiful cars and all this money. And I don't think he sleeps peaceful at night. I don't think his wife sleep peaceful at night. Who want to sleep on the side of a man who constantly talks about having sex with other women, other men wives? He's constantly talk about having sex with other men's wives. He's constantly calling out Louis Farrakhan and disrespecting Farrakhan. He's constantly disrespecting the LA people in LA, the Bloods, the Cribs. These people is dead. These is real killers and stuff. He calling out. He calling out, man. Listen, we know LA is on a different type of time. It's like LA is not in 2021. No, they mindset is different out there. They used to a different world than I think the rest of us live. Like LA is a whole nother man. It's like LA is like a whole nother time zone or something. Like they really on a different type of time. And for him to be calling out all these superior high people in position, he ain't just calling out just little fish. He ain't calling just no little fish. He calling out them sharks. He calling out a lot of people. And I would hate for something bad to happen to Charleston White. Of course, we wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to him. But we always talk about that energy you put out. Like, what's wrong with dude? What make him think he could just hit the record button, say F everybody kids and they deserve to get killed? He said Slim 400 deserved to get killed the way that he got killed, and his soul gonna rest in hell with Nipsey Hussle's soul in hell, DMX soul in hell. He said all of them is dead. They did us a favor by dying. I'm like, oh my God. Like, who says this stuff? Like, this stuff is just unnormal here. This stuff is unhuman. He say, well, y'all be mad that I talk about the dead. Is not what harm am I gonna do by talking about the dead? It's people that's living. Y'all worshiping all these dead people, but y'all can't worship and go show y'all mama and daddy no hug or no love. But y'all love all these gang members that's dying and all these dope fiends that's dying. I mean, he have no regards for. I mean, Charleston White is very disrespectful, very disrespectful. And you cannot keep putting that energy out like that and think you are going to live a peaceful, happy life and you could go anywhere you want. It's not going to happen. Hopefully somebody could get talk to him and have a good conversation with him. Yes, they do. It is difficult in LA. They get money anyway. They can. Yes. They don't, man. They will walk something down. And he like, oh, y'all want me to come to LA? Y'all want me to come to get killed? Y'all want me to pay my own money to come to my killing? Y'all want me to come and get... So I'm listening to him today. I'm like, I don't think the world is paying attention how these black bloggers and these platforms is really trying to help Charleston White. It's a lot of these black men, these kings that have came to Charleston White and offered him a seat on their platform to squash the beef, to try to get him to change the way he talking online and change it. And we seen him. He keep getting into altercations every time you look up. He's getting into it with so many people. He's not becoming funny anymore. He's becoming dangerous. He's becoming a target. Charleston White, we used to have I think we still got love for Charleston White, but it's like in the beginning we loved him for being so outspoken and speaking for the right causes and using his platform to speak to the masses on a level that we haven't heard a lot of people come. We gave him his flowers for that. But it seemed like he started getting too comfortable with a new level of fame. See, everybody can't handle this thing called fame. Everybody can't handle it. It is a drug. It is very addictive. I think he started getting very comfortable with fame and this newfound fame where he don't know how to handle it. It's uncontrollable. It's not, I think it's so uncontrollable for him. He can't stop. He can't stop. He literally records everywhere he go. I'm surprised he don't record when he in the bed with his wife. I mean, he is starting to become fanned out, and I don't like it. I don't like the Charleston White that I'm seeing. I don't like that. I don't like it. I think I think I think he got all the answers. I do. So I think he needed to sit down with some people, or some people to sit him down. Some people who love him. I felt the same way about Trap Boy Freddy with the Dead songs, the constantly diss MO3 and the Dead songs. Like I don't see. I understand the business part of why they could capitalize off talking about these people, and I get it. But as a human being, right, as a conscious soul, how do you feel comfortable releasing music to the world about dead people constantly? I couldn't even be comfortable. Like me, I gotta have comfort. I'm not doing nothing that requires me to be uncomfortable in my own home. And that means the lifestyle that I live outside of my home. I'm not doing nothing to bring no uncomfortableness to my home and to my children. I just don't think people consider that when they step out their door every day. I think so many people think about they self so selfish. It's about me. It's about me. I gotta go out here and do this. I gotta go out here and do that. I gotta do that. They don't put their kids and other people in consideration when they step out these doors and get into the shit that they be walking themselves into. Because the decisions you make not only just affect you, but it affect everybody around you, the people that you love. Charleston White, he has to protect his wife and kids the way that he's protecting them. Because look at what he's doing on the internet. What woman would be happy with laying on the side of something like that every night? Knowing you talking about all these dead people and fuck people kids and they deserve to be. They're like, who would want to sleep on the side of somebody like that every night? And he was like, well, y'all got to understand this is a character. This is a character. We know a lot of people who lived in character. I always said Tupac lived in character. I do. The Tupac, the music, the artist, I don't think that was the real Tupac. I think it was an act. It was all part of the act he was supposed to play, the role he was supposed to play. Behind closed doors, I do not think Tupac was a killer and with half of the stuff he say he was about. I don't. I love Tupac. I think he's a revolutionary. That's what I do think. I don't think the way the media portrayed Tupac to be did this hard, tough killer and all that. I don't see that. I think Tupac was a revolutionary. He's very passionate. And he most definitely was a star seed. That's what I do think. I think the record labels molded him into something that he was not. A revolutionary, he was that, and we seen that in his music, and that's what we loved about Tupac. So as I sit and I hear people say, and it's just my opinion, it's just my opinion. They say Tupac and Biggie is the best rapper to ever live. They the best rappers. I think they were some of the most talented rappers in the world. I think it was some of the most greatest talent we was fortunate to be a part of. But they was 21 and 20. They was 22 and 23 when they died, Biggie and Tupac. They was 22 and 23. I don't know how old was Biggie? Was Biggie 24 or 25? Like how they still had a lot of work. Now they was iconic. They was very iconic. The legacies they left. Don't get that twisted. But what I'm saying is they still had a lot of growing to do at 22 and 23. Tupac and Biggie. They were still kids, 22 and 23 when they died, 24. They was young. But if they would have still lived, I don't think that the game would be the way that it is. I don't. I kind of think they sacrificed Biggie and Tupac to change the culture into what it is now. I do. They made a big imprint on the culture, Biggie and Pac. And after their deaths, it never was the same. And I do think they were sacrificed for the culture. I do. I think it was all a record label thing. I think it was all for media and sales, for the labels to capitalize off of their murders. I do. I think it been set up the way Tupac died. I think it was set up and it was planned the same way with Biggie. It was both planned by the labels to create East Coast, West Coast beef, sales, and numbers. We learned right then and there with Tupac and Biggie, rappers are worth dead. They are worth more dead than alive. We learned that in the 90s when Pac and Biggie was killed. And then when they died, they was in their 20, 23, 24. That's young. For them to be the greatest, At that time in the 90s, most definitely they was hot. But if we look back at it now and where we is today and really look back on them and how young they was sacrificed for the culture. But that's just what I'm saying. But with Charleston White though, just let me I ain't mean to get off subject, but I just had to jump to that. Why I jumped to that, I don't know, y'all, but it just came out. So we talk about everything, right? Hit the like button for me if you in here. So when I seen, I agree, Puffy took care of that, yup. He sure did. Puffy had something to do with Pac and Biggie death. And did y'all see in the movie 360 deals are death contracts? Yes, they is. You see, after Meek Mill, do you remember after Meek Mill did that humiliation ritual with them billionaires? Was that all something to do with his 360 deal? When we look back on it, because now Meek like, I want my money. Rick Ross owe me some money. I want out my contract. This, and that, and the other. Could have all that had have been the beginning of it and we didn't notice when he was on that tennis court bouncing up and down like a bunny? Could that have been the beginning of Meek Mill coming out about his contract? Was that the clickbait, the humiliation ritual for you to do what we want you to do? Because you need us at this point. We don't need you. They don't have a clue. They don't know how to read contracts. If y'all seen OJ the Juice Man, I mean, shout out to OJ. If y'all seen OJ the Juice Man interview on Vlad TV, go check that out. OJ the Juice Man totally did got 360 completely. He never got, I think he said he never got over $30,000, and he don't even own his song Make the Trap A. He don't own that song. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey, he don't own that. Gucci Man them own that. The labels. He said that when he signed, this is what's crazy with Juice Man. Would make you really be like, dang, your heart gotta go out to him. Juice Man said first week he had a didn't he have a diabetic seizure? I think he said he had a seizure or y'all, dang, I forgot. Don't hold me to it. I want to say he said he had a seizure or a stroke. Then the next week, he said the labels came to him when he was in the hospital. Like, what you going to do? We want to sign you. We want to take you to these white people. We want to take you to these labels and get you signed. What you going to do when you get out the hospital? He like, okay, well, let me see what's going on because I got some stuff going on that's bringing good money. I don't really know. He wasn't educated with the music industry and contracts and how this stuff worked. So he said a week later, after getting out the hospital from having a seizure or a stroke, he ended up getting shot 8 times. He got shot 8 times the next week after getting out the hospital. So he was back in there. So he said they came at him again. Hey, Jews, we want to sign you. We want to take you to these people, this and that and the other. Now, he said at that point, he was just bad. He was down bad. He was like, look, son, I was down on my health. I just got shot. I was in a bad situation. When I told them, when I get out the hospital, I'm coming to sign. I'm coming to sign as soon as I get out the hospital. So when he get out the hospital, he went straight to the office and signed with no lawyers. He didn't read his contract or nothing. He said he just wanted to change his environment and situation. He didn't even read the contract or nothing. He said he walked straight in, didn't even look at the contract and said, where y'all want me to sign? They told him where, and boom, he signed his life away. Not only, he said he had to sign 2 contracts. One to get him in the door, and then he had to sign a second contract to get out the door. He said that they told him that when you leave this contract, you cannot sue us, not even after you die. And then after you die, you can't sue us till 10 years later after you die. Like his family, his kids wouldn't be able to sue him until 10 years, sue the labels for anything he may owe or whatever. That his kids can't even come for no money or nothing until 10 years after his death. That's the contract he signed to get out. Man, tell me these people ain't getting bamboozled. These artists is getting bamboozled. And like Juice Man said, I would advise anybody get into contracts. Go to school, learn how to read contracts, learn how to read contracts. It take you a long way. A lot of these boys, they say, look at who they signing. They signing a lot of young dropouts, honestly. it seems like they signing a lot of young dropouts that's on demon time. Kwame Brown said the most. A lot of these grown men is on fourth grade reading levels. Let's be honest. I'm not saying all. Y'all don't come for me. Don't come for me, y'all. I'm not saying all. But we were just talking about how when Kwame Brown just said, it's a lot of grown men out here on fourth grade reading levels. A lot of these artists don't even know how to properly read, let alone going off of what they lawyers telling them, who's hired through the label to finesse the artist. These boys lawyers, these appointed lawyers through the industry, works hand in hand with the industry to finesse these new artists. They don't even know it. Like, I got my lawyer helped me out. Your lawyer worked for the label. There's all 360 deals. You can't trust what these lawyers and stuff be telling you that. So that's why I tell, find your own outside attorney. Find your own entertainment attorney. They have attorneys and for everything that you looking for. Everything you could think of, they have an attorney for. Criminal attorney, civil attorney, entertainment attorney, real estate attorney. I mean, y'all, it's so many attorneys that you could really go out here and find for whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever business you want to do, you don't necessarily have to go to these people who they be putting right in front of you to do business with. Think about it. We got a lot of family that's in front of us right now. Do that mean we gonna do business with them because they right there because they family? Nah. They gonna try to finesse you like they will finesse the next person. I'm not saying all family members, but most families. Most families, right? Look what's going on. Matter of fact, prime example, right? Because y'all know my mind be going. Prime example. I'm about to use a family that everybody know who I'm about to talk about. Let's use the Makita's cookie people, for example, in the Young Dolph murder, for instance. Look at what's going on with them. The daughter then flipped on the brother then flipped on the daughter then flipped on the other daughter. Now they talking about the parents. Man, listen, it's crazy. For instance, family. Is it always good to do business with family? I'm just saying. Meek means submissive and easily imposed on you. Wait a minute. You said what? That's what Meek mean? You just looked that up? Or is that what Meek said? I think Meek, ever since Meek lost Nicki Minaj, y'all listen, y'all, as weird as this sound, right? Y'all gonna be like, what, girl, you tripping? Listen, y'all. Y'all might come for me when I say this too. Listen, Cheryl, I like Nicki Minaj. Oh, you looked it up. That's what it means. Meek means submissive and easily imposed on. Wow. That's crazy. Meek Mill. Y'all know what? I wonder what is Meek Mill. Is his real name Marcus? I never knew Meek Mill real name. But listen, y'all, this is what I'm about to say. I still like Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj together as a couple. Why? I don't know. It don't seem right. Even with her marrying Kenneth, her husband, and even having a baby with him, it still don't seem like they a fit to me. It's just off. I don't know. It seemed like she was more happier with Meek, or the connection with Meek. I don't know. I just still see her with Meek Mill for some reason. It's like I could see her and Meek having a kid, being married. I don't know. Her new husband, the Kenneth Petty dude, he creepy to me. I don't know what it is about him though. And I cannot just put that energy out on that man like that, like he creepy. But it's something about him, y'all, I don't know. Is it just me, or what y'all think? Nicki Minaj husband is weird. I don't know. It just seemed like she was better with Meek. Yeah, he is. He is a predator. Y'all seen the victim came out too. That girl came out and was dropping some bombs or whatever. Then her and Nicki Minaj, I got into it real bad. So I'm like, okay, so Kenneth Petty is supposed to be her friend from back in the day. So when he was in jail on the rape charges from the girl, was Nikki riding with him then because she was with Meek? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how did her and Kenneth just jump off like that? Because I know he was in jail for a minute for the rape. So was she riding with him behind the scenes when she was with Meek? Cause I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. I would have thought if Nicki Minaj would have had a baby, I'm gonna be honest, I would have thought it would have been by Safari or it would have been by Meek. And that'd be crazy, right? How you could be with somebody for many years and you can't get them pregnant. They don't get pregnant, and then they move along to somebody else and they be pregnant in like three to 6 months. As soon as they move on, like it's crazy how that works. But I tell my friends all the time, all of that stuff plays big on health. That smoking all them loud blunts and them blacks and them cigarettes, that does messes up a man's sperm count. Just like women, if we eat too much seafood and different things, it could throw off our pH balance. It can. It could. What you eat can throw off your pH balance as a woman. She didn't want a dark child. Did she say that? Did Nikki say that? Cause that's kind of messed up if you put it like that. Like, I don't want no dark kids. Like, and she from Trinidad, so it's like, how can you not want no dark kids? Like, Nicki Minaj's skin was darker, like a lot of rest of them. They all getting their skin bleached. They been getting their skin bleached for years. Skin bleaching has been very popular since Oh no, I did. You said no, I did. I'm like, right, because that's weird. Like, I'm like, Nikki sometimes she be going off the radar sometimes with her Instagram stuff and the stuff she be tweeting. People could take it the wrong way. But it does make sense though. Sure, I could see your point on why you said that. I do. And it's like, and then the same thing with Rob Kardashian, how he has sex with the whole family dynamic over there is weird and twisted with the whole Tiger and the sister. She was young. He was messing with Kylie. She was like 14, 15. Tiger was when she was young. And then Black China get with Rob. And then Thompson had sex with the girlfriend Jordan Woods. Like it's a lot of twisted stuff that go on over there. It seemed like, is Kanye the only survivor or he's not surviving? Because as much shit as he talked about that family, he sure was on the press run to get Kim K back. Do he feel safe with having Kim K far as them sacrificing him or killing him? That is a cult if I ever seen one, ain't it? Man, with them Kardashians, some we ain't never seen nothing like this before with them people got going on over there. All it is from a sex tape. Now, this is what I'm talking about. It goes back to the parent success. Y'all know Kim Kardashian used to be Paris Hilton flunky. She used to carry Paris Hilton bags and stuff for her. Kim Kardashian was. She was a stylist on the low back then too. Well, she was a stylist because she was working. So I ain't gonna say on the low. She was like a little stylist through the industry. But I don't know if she was just using that to get through the industry or what. But keep in mind, let's go back to the parents' history on how these people are superstars and megastars based off their family's heritage. Yeah, she cleaned her closet. She was Paris Hilton flunky. Look, this is what I'm saying. Is it the power of God or is it some sacrificing going on? For you to be this girl flunky and carrying her bags and cleaning out her closet and taking her garbage out to way overpassing Paris Hilton like that? I mean, Kim Kardashian flew straight past Paris Hilton. It's like, nah, Paris, like, we like, who is Paris Hilton? Where is she at? Kim Kardashian has came and took over everything. But let me go back to the family generational stuff. Keep in mind, they father, the Kardashian, we know was O.J. Simpson's attorney. O.J. Simpson, yeah, she worked her way up through the ranks. Like Kim K, yeah. I mean, we ain't gonna really. I think we all know the situation with him and stuff, and how she and all that stuff. But she worked her way up. It's like OJ, Nicole, OJ Simpson, Nicole Simpson, Chris Jenner, and they dad, the Italian man, Rob, Kim Kardashian, them father. They all was swingers and stuff back in the day. This is fame before Bruce Jenner came out. See, this is what I'm saying. These Kardashian have generational wealth. This is generational wealth on how they was able to dominate the media the way they has dominated. This is generational money in the works from the 90s and 80s, right? So they was all swingers and stuff. Y'all can't tell me OJ Simpson is not Khloe Kardashian's father. She is the biggest Kardashian out the whole goddamn family. Khloe look like she could be 6'1". She is big. You go look like watch when they start getting older. So Khloe had to have a lot of surgery and stuff. Them Italian, they got thick DNA. They got they DNA, the genetics is powerful in them Italians. You know, the older they get like flabby and big and stuff. Not all Italian, but they always do that to me. Thank you, Cheryl. They always do that to me. Every time I get this talking stuff, they didn't already warn a couple of comments. Y'all, they've been trying to hack my YouTube for like 3 weeks now. They trying to get me shut down. I got these people, I think they foreigners or something. They keep doing stuff in my comments. I have found out who they was, and I Googled them and I found out who they was. These they like some hackers or some who work. I think they work for YouTube content creators, and they try to come and they do buffering on your channel. They unsubscribe people from your channel. I lost a lot of subscribers due to the new update. They unsubscribed a lot of followers. When they turned that, when they made them changes and put that dislike button up and you can't hit the dislike no more. Oh yeah, subscribe back to the channel. Make sure y'all get my notification. I have many subs who didn't email me and told me like I got unsubscribed and I didn't even know it. Like I ain't even get your notifications. Like I hit the button like they telling me what's going on. But I found these people. They was in here tonight. It's two of them. It's two of them. You will see them. Anytime y'all see somebody in a comment with a VAS or start with a V in comment, they got fake names and everything. But you will see the pound symbol. You will see a dot. You will see an exclamation mark. That's them. They've been trying to come in my lives and stop me from talking what I'm talking about. They've been trying to hack me in, take me down. So I'm already hip to what they doing. That's why people got 2 and 3 channels and other platforms they speak on, because YouTube be on some other shit. So, and like I was saying though, but this been going back generations. If you go Google a picture of OJ Simpson, a daughter, his other Simpson, I'm telling you, they look just alike. Look just alike. I believe OJ is her dad. Yes, they get on my nerves. They do. Them take people get on my nerves. I'm like, come on, what is the point? This hacking and this scamming is crazy. Like as citizens, I don't think we have no privacy. None. The minute you got a smartphone, all privacy has been revoked. Money, emails, conversations, everything you do, smartphone, we have no privacy. None. So that's what I'm saying. People be like, "Oh, don't talk like that over the phone. Don't talk." It's true. I believe that. Don't talk like that over the phone. But the way technology is set up, they can hear and see everything. Everything. You can walk into a building and just because they got cameras, they got microphone on the cameras. They can pick up on your conversations pretty much anywhere you go. I think the mob was one of the only famous really people who really did a good job with well, we see in the end it ain't work after too much longer, but in their beginning days they was real good at hiding their conversations and not talking on no phones and no. Why y'all think they got rid of all the pay phones? Y'all remember it used to be a pay phone on every corner. You can find a pay phone, put a quarter in there everywhere. Why y'all think they let them pay phones go? They can't control the conversation. They can't hear what we talking about. Yep, it's over the radio waves. It is. So as I was sitting back looking, I'm like, so what is and here's the thing. Don't forget about the Drink Champs interview that Kanye just did, right? Remember Kanye in the Drink Champs interview kept saying, Virgil this, Virgil that. Virgil, how would you, man, Kanye threw that man Virgil name around about 50 times in that damn interview. I kept wondering, like, why do he keep talking about Virgil and Elon I'm like, why he keep talking about Elon and Virgil so much? Like, Kanye was dropping so many subliminals. I knew something was about to happen. I said he didn't gave away too much information. Either they about to come for him or somebody close to him is about to die because he's dropping off. Man, the stuff he was saying, he can't do nothing like that. He really put it on the line for the people. And out of all the platforms he could have went on, he went to the most urban channel that's gonna reach the masses, the most. Drink Champs. Virgil who? Virgil is a very, very famous fashion designer. I think he done a lot of work with Louis Vuitton. He done a lot of work with Fendi. He's done a lot of Yeezys. He did a lot of work for Kanye. I think his main mark is with Louis Vuitton though. He do a lot for Louis. He do a lot with Louis. He's like a main creator over there at Louis. He's good. He does a lot of artwork, painting. Like now he's not affiliated with painting, but he's in the elite circle with arts. He's in the elite circle of arts. Anything with creative designs, you most definitely to put Virgil name in there. A lot of our top designers, we wouldn't have the creativity in a lot of these designs. That's very hot. Without Virgil. Virgil has put his imprint on so many different things, y'all. I think his resume is longer than what we ever understand as a black man. As a black man. And I think he did some work with Balenciaga, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he helped design the Balenciaga logo, but he had a lot to do with the Balenciaga stuff. Like anything considered high fashion, Virgil most definitely has a big imprint on. And it was crazy because right after Kanye West did the interview with Drink Champs, and he asked Nori, he said, Nori, would you ask Drake to buy you a purse or write you a verse? And he was like, of course, write me a verse. He like, right, I would be the one you would come to for designs. You can't, some he was saying, I can't, y'all don't quote me on that, but it was some about he asked Nori about a purse and Drake and him, and then he just kept saying, Virgil. Virgil. He said, I couldn't do it. Virgil. Me and Virgil went to Louis Vuitton. How do you think I could call Virgil on speed dial? How do you think he was dropping all them big names? He was dropping Elon Musk. Y'all know Elon has a lot to do with spacecrafts and what's going on up there in space and how these people is going back and forth to space like this and visiting Elon Musk. I wonder how much Elon is worth. He got to be in a billionaire. He has a lot to do with spacecrafts and solar work, and like he work hand in hand with NASA, and he create all kind of modules and all kind of crafts and atoms. Like he's very, very intelligent. Elon Musk is like a machine or something. He's not human. He got like superhuman thinking abilities. Like this man is amazing. But Kanye West kept dropping Virgil name in that interview. I'm like, oh man, something about to happen to somebody. But I wasn't thinking it was gonna be Virgil. They said Virgil right after Kanye did that interview. I think Virgil died after the Drink Champs interview, and he don't want to sacrifice anymore. He is a slave. He cannot make any money on this. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, is they trying to sacrifice Kanye with the whole Kardashian curse thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, or is it really about him going against the oath? Because we know everybody who goes against the oath it don't end well. It don't end well for them. And a lot of people think Pimp C went against the oath, but Pimp C never took the oath. I don't think Bun B or Pimp C ever took the oath. I don't. Every artist don't have to take the oath. And then the artist who was great and then disappeared, those are a lot of the ones who didn't take the oath. Whatever Lauryn Hill was tied up in, I think Lauryn Hill took the oath and backed out of it at the last minute. She I think she didn't take it fully. I think Lauryn Hill bit off of it. I think she sampled a piece of something. And whatever she seen or experienced after winning all them Grammys and never doing another album again. Yeah, I think Lauryn Hill went against the oath. It's a lot of them that go against the oath. And then when you go against the oath, they will humiliate you. Or like Cat Williams. Did they cut me off? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all see when y'all see how they doing me tonight. They didn't took me off live like 3-4 times, and I'm not even using profanity. Ain't that crazy? On my other videos, I use profanity like crazy. This one I ain't really use no profanity, and they trying to cut me off. Yes, they blackball Lauryn Hill. I think y'all know who another person who I kind of think kind of got blackballed for some reason. I don't know why. I think Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus. I don't know what happened to Miley, y'all. I don't know, but whatever happened to Miley, she ran to the UK. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. She ran as far as she could possibly run and didn't look back. Miley Cyrus, like, where's Miley Cyrus at? Right, sure. They better leave the pipeline alone. Keep taking me off live. They better stop it. Quit playing with me. Quit. This ain't that. I'm nervous about going to get my COVID test. Right, y'all. I gotta go get retested again. I'm like, listen, tonight is not the night to be messing with my lives. It's not. It's not. So when I was really y'all thinking about the whole NBA YoungBoy situation, I'm like. And y'all, we gotta pray because it's like either he about to turn savage or he really gonna maneuver in a way that we ain't used to seeing a young black artist that's hot like that moving. Because the shit he on with that makeup, I'ma be honest, it's giving me Lil Uzi Vert vibes. I'm sorry. It's giving me Little Uzi Vert vibes with the goth look and the makeup. That's Lil Uzi Vert is so out there creative wise. I think Lil Uzi Vert is another one that's talented, but his mind is twisted. His mind is twisted. And when I seen the NBA YoungBoy with the black eyes and the makeup, I'm like, nah, don't tell me he on the Lil Uzi Vert. Cause we haven't seen nobody pull that look off since Lil Uzi Vert. If y'all could put me in the comment section, because I could be off. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Who was the last artist, black artist, that I ain't even gonna say black. We gonna leave it open. Who was the last artist to pull the look NBA YoungBoy just pulled with that makeup? Who's the last one to do it? If y'all can remember. Only person I could think of is Lil Uzi Vert. No black rapper has done what he has done. But what he did, he's given us symbolism. He wrote on his face under both eyes. He did an interview saying, I'm a slave. I want to be out my contract. That's what he said. He said, I want to be independent. He said, what's your goal? He said, to own my own masters. You would have thought as much talent and wisdom they got these kids and respect coming from the trenches, getting it out the mud and turning it into an empire. We respect him for that. We got to give it to him. But this is the part that makes me creepy. It's buffering again. It's buffering again. Come on. But listen, this is the part that to me is a little creepy with Bird, man. Is like he always dealing with these young boys. Like when they young, like Birdman get them young. He get them straight out of elementary, like not like that, but he gets them while they're young, and that's good to get talent while they're young. But this the thing is, as much expertise and knowledge that he has in the music game, why he don't give his artists they masters or push them to get their masters in a certain time? Look at what Lil Wayne did for the Cash Money Blueprint, and he literally had to take him to court to get his catalog, his rights, his money, and everything. You would think, right? You see what I'm saying? That's how they doing me. It's cold. It's cold. I ain't even tripping. I ain't even tripping, y'all. Y'all know what? I started to get drunk last night. See, but I was scared to get drunk. I was gonna get drunk yesterday because I almost fell into a depression with this isolation. But I didn't get drunk. I went into an hour of meditating, and y'all know I'm on all this natural stuff, so I'm doing everything natural, and I feel a lot better today. But this the thing. I feel like Birdman should have been encouraging NBA YoungBoy to get his masters by a certain time. With him being young, when Birdman signed him and knowing what he went through with Lil Wayne and Young Thug, I kind of believe Birdman kind of got a lot to do with keeping the beef going between Young Thug and Lil Wayne. I don't know if Young Thug and Lil Wayne has squashed their beef now, but back then it was like Birdman went and got Young Thug, who kind of gave us Lil Wayne vibes, and then he go sign Jacquees, who look just like Lil Wayne, and then he get the NBA, he get NBA YoungBoy. It's like, okay, so where's Jacquees' music at? I don't think Jacquees even own his masters. Yeah, got to. You got to. So I'm like, what is going on with Birdman? Is he manipulating these artists? Look at all his artists that he had on Cash Money. All the artists. Like, remember the Chanel girl who sang, Lil Chucky? I mean, Cash Money had a big roster. Derez Deshawn was like, man, I ain't signing with them. He was like, I appreciate what Birdman and them did for me. He was like, but nah, I didn't sign with them. He was like, I was good. They was like, why you didn't sign with Birdman? He was like, I had to go back. He like, I wasn't ready. He like, I appreciate what they did for me. That's his way of saying the money wasn't adding up right. Because after Derez Deshawn pretty much quit doing his little features with Cash Money, Young Money, or whatever, you pretty much don't really hear too much of Derez Deshawn no more either. Last thing we know him from Hardaway. I know he got other good music. I do know he got other good music. I just don't know the song. Chanel was a boy. No, I'm done. No, she wasn't. What you mean? She wasn't a fool. Wait a minute. The singer Chanel, who was on Cash Money, she was a boy? No. I don't know. Is we not Chanel West Coast? Did you? I know you're not the Chanel West Coast, not the white girl Chanel, the black Chanel who was on Young Money. What? No. Wasn't an affair with Lil Wayne though? Did some come out? What y'all? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Lil Wayne she was with? Oh, wrong one. I'm over here dead. I'm like, what? Cause I remember she was. I think she was a I want to say this y'all about Chanel. Don't quote me on this one. Wasn't Chanel a choreographer first and then turned artist with your money? Cause wasn't she doing choreography for them over there for the artists, and then she turned around something like what Tiana Taylor was doing, something like that. Like she was working with the artists behind the scene, but she been had clout. The world didn't know who she was, And then she ended up coming out. I know Tiana Taylor did a lot of choreography work and a lot of modeling work for artists and celebrities. That was before she even came out with her music. She been was coming with her stuff, but she was doing other stuff, I guess, to get through the door with her choreography. Tiana Taylor is dope. She is dope. I love her music. I love her creativity. I love Tiana Taylor. She could rap, she could sing, she write, she could dance. She's an actor. Like she everything, Tiana Taylor. She got the look, she got everything. She the whole package. So when I seen, I'm like, man, what is Birdman over there doing? And then when Lil Wayne had sold the yeah, she do it all. Tiana Taylor, that's my girl. I think she's another one. Sure, when we was talking about the women breaking through, and we was like, we cannot forget about Tiana Taylor. Okay, so we got Tiana Taylor, we got Tiffany Foxx, we got who else did we say? Hold on, y'all. Tiffany Foxx, Tommy Lee, we got Akbar V. Um, well, Tisha Campbell was another, you know, she older than everybody, but Tisha Campbell was another black woman who was a singer and who was talented that they would not let her break into the industry. Jamie Foxx, they it was a hard thing for him to get through, but after all them years of acting and singing on his shows, he finally was able to break through. And I like Jamie Foxx as an R&B artist. I think he should do more music, but it's something going on with them labels and contracts why these people who we've been seeing on television for years can't break through. Oh, and we said Jessica Dime. Don't forget Jessica Dime too. Jocelyn, Jocelyn cool, but I think it's her lingo. I think it's the way she talk with the broken English. We love her for broken English, but to be an artist, it's like her and Cardi B, they kind of got that same broken English sound in music. So is that a reason why Jocelyn can't get through? Or Jocelyn just can't rap? What y'all think? Because Do It Like It Show Be Day, that's going good for her. I didn't like the song at first, but now I like it. It's wearing on me like the rest of them. Do It Like It Show Be Day. And, and everybody who birthday it is, they love playing that song. I think Jocelyn is gonna have great success. We all seen Jocelyn breaking through the door of love and hip hop. She always had that it factor. We seen her doing something, even if it wasn't music. You could just tell she was destined for some kind of success. Jocelyn was, regardless of how the world feel about her. Um, she wasn't gonna stop till she make it. That's kind of energy you gotta have to really get to the top. If you and then she was a dancer too. You know, a lot of these girls, I tell you all the time, man, a lot of these girls and women do have to sell themselves to get in that light. But I have to remind women you can get that limelight and success if you choose to live in your truth. Live in your truth and work hard. You can accomplish just as much as anybody else we see on TV if you put your mind to it. Don't worship them and material things. Put it all into yourself. Put it into yourself and you can reach them peaks that you will be amazed that you can reach if you just have faith and a little bit of grind. Faith, grind, and consistency. Consistency is very important to me in anything that you do that requires change, that requires good outcome. I think it's good to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent at whatever it is that you do. If you gonna go to work. You go to work every day. You gonna do that consistently. You gonna take them kids to school consistently. Why not tap into your gift and your hobbies and your true talent consistently? It can open up other doors for you and your family. It's the same kind of consistency. It requires number one attention. After you done with everything else, I was having a conversation about somebody the other day about to me the true belief of a hobby. Like I believe a lot of people who have hobbies, whatever your hobbies is, I think them could be meal tickets for people to gain financially, your hobbies. A lot of things that we love to do most of the time is a hobby. Most of the time it's a hobby. Depending on how you box your hobby and label it and and promote it and advertise it, your hobby could most definitely be another stream of income. I was talking to someone about this the other day for about an hour about the gift of a hobby. I think it's very important for everybody to have a hobby, kids included. You have to find things that you love to do or other than just getting money and looking good and riding good. You have to find other things that you love to do that's priceless. These are called hobbies. These are things that you most definitely can turn into a profit if you take it serious. It most definitely could be another stream of income. I was talking to somebody who told me they didn't have no hobbies. And it wasn't heartbreaking, but I had to talk to the young lady simply about at the end of the conversation. I felt like she could take over the whole world after the conversation because I could see her not understanding, and she's kind of started getting frustrated with me, and I'm just like, nah. I said, well, what does that mean? Cause I like to talk to these kids. I do. I like to talk to them. I like to see where their mind is at. I'm trying to work somebody's brain to positive energy and to look at life from a different perspective. Especially when I see a person have a gift and a talent. I think it's very important that you as a human and as people encourage other people about their hobbies and their gifts and their talents. I think it's good that you applaud them and also show them acknowledgement that you see that they are good at what they are in. Those little pieces of motivation and encouragement could take a person a long way. So the young lady, she was just basically saying how only thing she do is take care of her kids and go to work, and that's it. She don't really do nothing. And it was sad to say because I know we all do that. But I was explaining to the young lady, as much as you love your kids and taking care of your kids, you still cannot forget about you and what you want. You still don't have to give up on life just because you had kids and feel like your life is over because I have kids. Use your kids as a crutch to want to have more and want to do better. Use your kids as a crutch for success. I won't think my kids living like this. I want to do this and I'm going to do this because I want to leave my kids this. Use your kids as fuel for passion. She like, I ain't really never really got it. I said, what do you, I said, what is some things that you could remember before you had kids that you love to do? Guess what she said? She said, I used to run. She said, I used to love to run. Girl, I can't remember when was the last time I ran. I said, so what's wrong with you running then? Cause this how I feel. I don't know, y'all. I know I'm very strong minded and I can adapt to anybody in any situation on any level, any race, any age. I can adapt to their mental space. So when I asked her like, well, what's stopping you from running, baby? She's like, you know what? I just don't. I done had these kids. I got weight on me. And she like, I'm going to show you a lot of tricks. She like, I'm going to send you a picture of all my trophies and stuff I had from when I used to run. This girl is only 22 years old. She's 22 years old. I said, well, let me see them. I didn't know you, she, no, I did. Man, when I tell y'all this girl sent me at least about 30 gold medals and like 4 or 5 trophies. That was like 4 or 5. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, baby, why did you think you too old to run? Do you wanna you can't get into, I said, they got like organizations and clubs and groups and stuff you can join, and it's other mothers like you and they link up. I told her, I said, maybe you go on Facebook and get into a group or create a group. It's people out here, mothers like you, single mothers, that get together and work out. They get together and run. They get together and do these little activities and stuff. And she was like, you know what? I didn't never think about that, but I have like, she was like, I have been trying to think of what else I want to do. I said, what else do you do? She said, I make jewelry, but I only make it for my kids. I said, there you go right there. She said, you know what? I'm about to write this down. Man, listen, when I got finished talking to this young girl, at the end of our conversation, I felt like this young girl was ready to take over the whole world. That is my blessing to me. The gratitude I get from putting smiles on people's face, seeing people come out of darkness and chasing the light. I love that. I live for that. That's what I'm here for. So I'm most definitely gonna keep in touch with the young lady. She is a friend of a friend of a friend who reached out to me on some other stuff, but I'm glad that she did reach out to me because it was one of the best conversations I had with a human being while being in COVID. That conversation most definitely changed that young lady life. That girl ain't pulled out the medal, she said, in years. This is from when she was in high school. Do y'all not know the pride that we take when we sit back and look back at all of our accomplishments? All of them. It don't matter if you don't carry them with you now. Be proud of what you accomplished and still continue to accomplish more. And just because you have children, do not mean you have to put all your dreams and goals and ambitions to the side to live for your kids. Live for your kids most definitely, but don't give up on you. Never give up on you. Till next time, y'all, I'm out of here. Till next time.